Today I'm going to talk to you about how I make money with Airbnb. Airbnb has been a huge resource for me in order to generate income. And as an entrepreneur, I look for many ways to generate income. So here it is. These are the 3 simple methods that I use to make money with Airbnb. So the first one is the obvious one. You rent out your space. Now this could be partial space in your home. It could be the full space. So if it's a condo or a house, or a basement apartment, you could rent it out partially, or you could rent it out as a whole. People rent couches, people rent individual rooms, people rent hammocks, people even rent tents out in your front lawn. So it's about being creative with the space that you have and being able to market it. Now, if you have 1 rooms or multiple rooms, this is great because you can list it for multiple listings. For example, you could say, I have 1 room available, but you do want to explain that it is a shared space. So if you or other people are living in the home, you want to put that in the listing so customers know or guests know what to expect. So back to my original thought. You can rent out 1 room, 2 rooms, or 3 rooms. And whether it's a den or if it's a full bedroom, you want to describe what's in the room, like what kind of beds you have. Is it a double bed, a single bed? Hey, is it a queen, or maybe it's a king? These are the things you really want to outline in your listing. Is there a dresser, a wardrobe, a closet? Are there washers and dryers in the unit? Are our guests able to cook in the unit? Or is it just like a coffee machine and a bed and breakfast? Hey, and do you even provide breakfast? So these are additional things that you can charge for on your listing, and they're also pretty good perks. Like for example, putting artwork up to make the place look nice. Is it carpet, or is it tile, or is it hardwood, or is it laminate? These are pretty good things that you want to describe in your home. Also the area in which it's located in, like is it in the city? Is it in the suburbs, the country? Is it like mid in between the city and the country? Because people want to know how far a drive it is to downtown, like me. Anywhere I go, I always want to know where is downtown and how long is it going to take me to get to downtown from the airport. Another important thing to mention in your listing are bathrooms. So are the bathrooms shared, or does the person have their own private bathroom? Because that's really important too. You also want to describe things like Wi-Fi. Is Wi-Fi available, or is it a separate fee? Is it available inside the unit, or is it only available in the common areas? Because hey, everybody wants to stay connected, even on vacation. Now you can add different charges for different times of the week and different times of the year. For example, you can charge more on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night because it's the weekend. And in terms of times of the year, you can charge more in the summer as opposed to the winter and the fall as it gets slower because the weather's nicer and there's usually more things happening in the summer months, right? For example, there's festivals, there's concerts, there's athletic games, baseball, basketball, hockey, maybe not hockey because I think the hockey season just ends, but things like that. You can definitely charge more when you're around attractions, maybe, a mall or a path where people, go biking and walking. Maybe you're close to the water. All of these things add to the value of your listing. Hence, you can charge more. Another tip for charging more is when people want to have additional people in your space. So for example, if you put a limit of 2 guests only and they want to bring 3 or maybe even 4, you can charge extra for that. If you can accommodate those people, like, if you put out an air mattress or maybe you have a pull-out couch and are able to make those accommodations, yeah, add another $10 per person. One thing I didn't realize when I first started Airbnb is you can charge for a cleaning fee. Now people can charge $30 to $60, even more if you like, for cleaning up. So after your guests check out, you got to clean up, right, for the next guest. So you can add this to your listing and add it to the fees and make some more cash. I'm going to share a personal story with you guys. So when I was on vacation in the Bahamas, in Nassau, I was staying at a hotel that was close to the beach. It wasn't an expensive hotel. It was actually pretty cheap, so I thought I scored. However, when I arrived, I wasn't impressed. Anytime I go anywhere, the first thing I do is I go in the bathroom and I turn on the taps, I flush the toilet, and I turn on the shower to make sure all those things are functioning properly. Well, as soon as I turn on the sink in the bathroom, it started to overflow. And I was like, no, this is not a good sign. So right away, I reported it to the front desk. They had someone come in and actually detach the bottom of the sink Apparently there was piles and piles of hair blocking the sink. And he asked me if I just cut my hair. I said, I just got here. So clearly the people before me, or even before that person arrived, maybe they shaved, maybe they cut their hair and caused this blockage. Number one. I also noticed that there were hairs on the bed, and I was like, can you please change the bed sheets? Like, I shouldn't have to tell you this. This is standard, right? It's a hotel. And you're in the business of hospitality, so cleanliness is key. So then I asked them to do that. And when I saw them take off the sheets, I saw a stained mattress. So that was it. That was the clincher. I was like, no, I cannot stay here anymore. So I had to stay at least one night because, I made an advance reservation, and I went straight on Airbnb looking for a place for the next couple of nights. Keeping in mind that I had already spent money for this hotel, and now I have to go and spend more money for accommodations. So looking around, going through the listings all night. Literally, I was bawling because I was like, I cannot stay in this place. It is not sanitary. I couldn't believe it that you would call this place a hotel. It wouldn't even suffice as a motel. I just wanted to get the heck out of there because I didn't feel like I was on vacation. So finally, I found a place. It was actually somebody's living room, and he converted it into a room. It didn't have a door, but it was a pull-out couch, and he, covered it with nice blankets, nice pillows. There was a TV, it had a window, and it was a reasonable price, so I booked it. And I just wanted to get out of there, so I messaged the host, and I was like, is it possible that I can check in earlier because I'm in a hotel and it is like the Bates Motel? And he just said, oh, sorry, but check-in is only after 3 o'clock. I said, fine. Is there a way that you can come and pick me up? And he said, sure. And he added an extra $10 fee, which is cool. So some hosts will drive you around, which is a great added value to your listing and the service you provide. And he came and picked me up, and he took me to the house. And when I arrived, I saw a tent on the front lawn, and he said somebody's staying in there, and I was like, okay. And then he's like, there's other people in the house. I just wanted to give you a heads up. He has other rooms. I said, okay, no problem. I don't mind sharing. And he actually had a key code on his door and a camera at the front door so you could see who comes in and goes out. So that's something that Airbnb allows. You can't have cameras in the bedrooms or bathrooms or anything like that, but you can have them at the front door. So, he gave me the code. He showed me the kitchen and, my space in the fridge. It was clearly labeled according to rooms, which is cool. And then he showed me the bed, pull-out sofa, TV where I can put my luggage, and there was actually a drape that he put, which was kind of cool because it added to the privacy being in the living room because, people go in the kitchen and they eat in the dining room, etc., etc. And he showed me the bathroom, which looked pretty clean. And there was a sign there saying, please rinse the tub after you've used it. And just, to remember to keep it clean and pick up things after you use them. Don't leave clothes on the floor. Basic things because you're obviously sharing with other people. So clearly there was a huge difference. I felt way more comfortable, way more relaxed, and now I felt like, okay, now I can start my vacation. Affiliate marketing is the second way that you can make money on Airbnb. So you're like, Natasha, what is that? Well, it's actually a referral. So if you want to invite your friends, your family, your coworkers, colleagues, hey, even social media, and you want to invite them to Airbnb, when they get their first booking, you make money off that. So that could be like $400, which is awesome because that adds to your earnings. So it could be, an email, you invite someone through text message, through WhatsApp, through YouTube, through Instagram, whatever method you use. Whenever somebody creates an account, fills out a profile, and makes their first booking, you can make like $400. The third way that you can make money on Airbnb is through hosting. So not everybody has time to host. People are working, maybe they are keeping their 9-to-5 job and they only do Airbnb part-time, or maybe they're traveling, or maybe they have family things going on and they just don't have time to do the laundry, spread the sheets, cleaning, when guests arrive, giving them keys, things like that. These are all duties that a host has to fulfill. And if you run an Airbnb listing, it's part of the job. So what Airbnb has done is they've created an opportunity for people to become hosts, to get hired as hosts, and therefore get paid for hosting. Well, that's it for me today, guys. I hope you found this information useful, and I hope you try one of these methods, maybe even all of them, and make some cash. The thing about me is I like to create income, particularly passive income, and Airbnb has been one way that I have achieved this. So I hope that you go out there and share this information, but I hope that you really try it for yourself, because as you try things, you learn things and you become better at them. You become a better host. You find things to add to your listing, things in the neighborhood. You can prepare a guidebook. All these things are pretty cool things, and it's fun. You get to meet people from all over the world. You get to meet some really interesting people. I know I've had some guests that will, remain in my memory for a long time to come. I remember this one family, they came in with 2 kids, and the kids just went right on the bed, and they're like, "This is my bed, this is my bed." They were the cutest. Anyways, I hope you find it useful. I hope you like and subscribe, and I hope you share it. Take care.